had no plans. Good things come to those who can. Live moment to moment and all in between. It's out there just waiting on you and me.
In this episode of Tight Loops, Tight Lines, we are thrilled to welcome back author and angler Stephen Brunt. After a challenging first outing, Stephen is seeking redemption and a chance to create lasting memories with his son, Nat. Join us as we witness the power of family, nature, and the thrill of the catch on this unforgettable fishing adventure.
I'm not seeing any jump yet.
I was going to say, has there been sign of fish? Like,
I haven't, like, last night I saw a few move in over the reef I was fishing at.
yeah.
The first time I've seen fish move. Most times you're not seeing nothing and you just...
Yeah, like I haven't seen a fish, even with a day when there were fish in the loam, I didn't see there was fish at all.
No.
They're not active.
No, until I got a yank, you know, and I got my lovely new reel. I got it at the ASF Benefactors dinner.
So we're here today for the big redemption episode.
Thank you, thank you.
With Steve Brunt and his son Nat with him. We're here at Big Falls again, and we remember from last season we did a show where we just couldn't get...
I hooked a lot of fish, Gustine, let's put it that way. I struck many fish.
You did,
Yeah.
an impressive number of fish.
Thank you, landed none.
So now this episode even to add a little bit of twist to it. Last year there was a lot of fish. Right now, there's hardly any, so we're just putting a plot twist in.
That's right,
Yeah.
and Nat, of course, did not, he's not responsible for any of that. He didn't lose any fish last year.
So you have no pressure.
That's
No,
correct.
not at all. So it'll be a fun day regardless. We're going to fish hard and hopefully we can pick a couple out of here somewhere.
And there's a lot of people and a lot of flies.
A little buggy.
Just a little.
Yeah.
So about,
Right between you and that guy over there is a shelf.
okay, show me, give me a distance when I get this out there.
Oh, from there as far as you can cast. That's a shelf.
Okay.
And the water kind of does that.
Yeah,
We like to come in and sit on top of that shelf in a bit of the shallower water.
yeah, I haven't thrown anything too long out there, but. So just like that, dead drift through, and then let it swing at the end?
And let it swing. There's none in there right now. There's no way you could drag that through there if there was a fish there.
Is that right?
No. But they'll be there. Matt was fishing it really well too.
He's a good fisherman.
Yeah, I like this. I told him. I said, "There's nothing there right now." Like,
Yeah.
he would have hooked it by now.
Yeah, I'd love to get him a fish today. It's his last day out here this year.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of saying we should do it, right? I knew it was.
Like I could come next week or whatever, but you know, surprised nothing's moved on this. That's the spot, right?
Yep. Like whenever I put the bomber there last night, it was like every now and then.
On the swing?
Nope. But I was down here a bit.
Yeah.
We're like almost where Matt is, and I was thrown in that curly water because it's a hole, a deep hole.
Yeah.
And they like to settle in there. And
Are you doing the same thing I'm doing here, though, basically? Like, probably doing it better, but yeah.
Yeah, and do that. Like, when you get there, drag it through, and usually if they're there, they just can't help themselves, you know. So I think once a fish or two moves in there now, you're going to hook.
Yeah, this is a very fishy-looking stretch right here.
Oh, man, I love this spot.
So they can be in here short, too, right there?
Really.
I'd love to see a nice big head pop out of there.
There's a few starting to move. Yeah. That's a good sign.
Yeah. Definitely looks like that's. So I've seen, what, 3 or 4 fish move now?
Yeah, that's the most I've seen yet since I've been here. So it is a good sign. You ready?
Okay.
Go get him.
There he is. See him?
Yep. He's waiting for you.
For more information on fly fishing in Newfoundland and Labrador, be sure to check out our website, tightloopstightlines.com.
That's pretty close, isn't it?
We're a little bit more, but you were close.
Okay.
I would throw it there.
Yeah.
If you don't take in the first 4 or 5 feet, I'd start stripping it. Just try to get as many casters as you can.
Just go back to the spot?
Yeah, because he might be a moving fish if he's settling in there for a minute. Rather than fish it all out, just fish him, and if he... Man, just go a little longer if you can.
Okay.
I want to hear that reel sing. Nice.
I'm really hoping Nat gets one today. Yeah, outfishes his dad. Yeah, he's done that a few times in his life. He's a good fisherman. There's one just rolled up in front of us there. That looked like a pretty good fish.
We're going to get fish.
Well, they're coming for sure, right?
Yeah, I've seen more fish this morning than I've seen here in years.
So these fish slide up and down a little bit, Terry, on their way? Like, do they kind of go up and then drop back, or do they...
Most
go up?
When I was younger, and there was more fish here, they go to the falls and they start backing up.
Yeah.
So the pools up there fill up first. But when I was younger, down here, you would be fishing and there would be sometimes 200 fish just rolling everywhere. Like if you chase fish rolling, you'd lose your mind.
Jesus.
But now, we haven't seen that in years because I don't think there's enough fish to back up.
Yeah.
Now they're still up there, it happens, but they don't.
No, I've seen that later in the season, right?
Yeah.
Where they're...
Oh, it used to be down here, this would be alive with fish.
So start short.
Yeah, and just work it.
Throw it downstream a little bit?
Yeah, like right that buddy over there. I just want you to fish through that hole and see if that slides through there and nothing comes up and takes it, we definitely know there's nothing there. So I want you to cast towards that leaning tree over there and just let it swing around. And work it a foot or so at a time as far as you can throw it.
Do I need to throw a mend? Do I need to put a mend in this?
No. Little, like right there, right?
Okay, yeah.
Perfect.
Fish on.
Hey! You want to get the net? Forget it.
Yeah, I'm on. I'm tight.
Was it that one that came up there?
Nah, it's right in front here.
Yeah.
Wasn't a big fish, but it was a fish. Shit. Yeah, I think I'm cursed in this river, Terry.
What's that?
I think I'm cursed here. It's the same thing again.
Thank you to our sponsor, Coleman's, a Newfoundland-based, family-run, independent grocery store established in 1934. Let me see. My boots are not. Oh, Nat got one.
There we go.
Hey!
Let him go. The net's on its way.
Hold on, Ned.
Woo!
We're coming with the net, bud.
The cavalry's coming. Whose kid is that? Clearly not mine.
Good job.
Cheers, thank you.
Be sure to check out keepfishwet.org, the leading science-based resource for proper fish handling. Stephen lives in Ontario and seems to follow the migration of the Atlantic salmon, returning every year to fish in Newfoundland. But this isn't the only reason. Stephen Brunt has a long and storied history with the Woody Point Writers' Festival. He has been a regular participant and speaker at the festival since its inception in 2005. Brunt's deep knowledge of sports, culture, and storytelling has enriched the festival and brought a unique perspective to the discussions and events. With the community nestled on the boundary of Grossmoor National Park, the Woody Point Writers' Festival is a must-attend event for literary enthusiasts in Canada and beyond. You can learn more about the festival by visiting writers@woodypoint.com.
You were saying you got a couple of books that came out?
Yeah, in the last year or so, I kind of picked up a Brian Trottier book, and so I worked with him. I was actually, the work I did on it was mostly still during the pandemic, so he was in Pittsburgh and I was at home. But it's an interesting story, you know, and he's a really interesting guy.
Okay, what is it around?
It's his whole, you know, his life story, a lot of stuff about the Islanders, you know, then he went to Pittsburgh, won cups there, you know, grew up southern Saskatchewan, like in, the world he grew up in was in the 50s, 60s. It could have been the 20s, right?
Yes,
Life hadn't changed much. And
no.
He's a cowboy kind of, in a lot of ways. And that, that Islanders dynasty is pretty interesting.
They were phenomenal.
Unbelievable. Yeah, they won 19 playoff series in a row.
Yeah.
Like no one else can do that.
No.
And then I got called to do, it was kind of quick, but I was asked if I wanted to do Christine Sinclair's book, and it was a crazy timeline and everything, but I really admire her as an athlete. One of my faves of all time, so I couldn't say no to that one.
No, she's so understated. Like,
oh yeah,
she's incredible, but she never says a word. Like she's just.
That's correct. Yeah, it's interesting doing a book with somebody like that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Who's really kind of shy. Yeah,
so she doesn't need to sell herself, I guess.
No, I had to draw her out a bit, but that was fun. So I'm trying to kind of decide what my work rhythm is going to be now that I'm not doing daily stuff.
Okay, yes, because you finished with Sportsnet. Right?
Yes, I'm no longer with Sportsnet. I've only got good things to say about the place. I had a really good run there, 11 years there, and it was really enjoyed it. So I'm kind of more working on a project basis now, and I'm not in the business anymore, though. Like I don't have to pay attention every day now like I used to. It's interesting when you're not going on the radio every day, and so you've got to be really thinking about, okay, how are we going to talk about this and who are we going to talk about? I can just kind of watch it for entertainment now. Yeah. Although when there's a big news day in sports, I always think about what the guys are going to be, what they're going to be doing, all that the stuff with the Leafs this year. After the season, I was kind of wished I'd been on the radio
Yeah.
that week. That would have been a fun week to be on the radio.
Oh, for sure.
And then I'm fishing a ton. I gotta say, I
that's
got
good.
lots of time to fish. You know, life's short, right? So you got to take your opportunities when you can get them. And so I'm not turning down any fishing.
Okay, you want to go fishing?
All right.
Sure.
I don't know. What do you want, Nat?
I don't care.
Which is easier to get to?
The easier is where you were.
That's where I'm going.
Okay.
He's younger and he got a fish already. There we go.
Hey! That was awesome.
I guess you're right. Well done, Nat. That counts.
You got him. He took nice.
Did take nice. Don't worry about the net. We can just pop them off.
That's a release fish.
We have a quick and easy shore lunch today. I'm toasting some rolls over the fire, and I have fresh caught lobster for a delicious lobster roll. A little taste of the ocean before Nat heads back to the mainland. You're welcome.
Oh, man, wow. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, that's fantastic. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're blessed.
This has been a great day on the water. It was so nice to see Steve and his son Nat fishing together. Even though we joked about redemption with Steve, we all know that the best days on the water are those shared with friends and family that have the same passion. And that is much more valuable than the number of fish you hook. Tight lines and happy casting. We are your hosts, Castine Coleman
And Terry Byrne.